Good morning, children. This is the class of social science. We will continue with our lesson number 7, following the Mahatma, part 1. And this is the second video. In your textbook, this is page number 54. Let's continue. Kheda Satyagraha from 1917 to 1918. Kheda district of Gujarat experienced famine in the year 1917. What's the meaning of famine? Sukha, drought. The agricultural production was destroyed. Naturally, if there is famine, means there is no rainfall. No rainfall का meaning होगा कि no crop production, and all the agricultural production was destroyed. Still, the British government, instead of waiving the tax मतलब tax को बंद करने की बजाय, it tried to collect tax from the farmers. Under the leadership of Gandhiji, the farmers started satyagraha against the British. Gandhiji told the farmers that they would not pay the tax until the government accepted their demands. So under the leadership of Gandhiji, the farmers, they started satyagraha against the British. And Gandhiji also told the farmers that they would not pay the tax until the government accepted their demands. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel quit his practice as a lawyer as a mark of protest and joined Gandhiji. Gandhiji wrote a letter to the collector that if the tax of poor farmers was waived, then the richer farmers would pay the regular tax. So, Gandhiji tried to balance this and wrote a letter to the collector that if the poor farmers are exempted from paying tax, अगर उनको allow किया कि वो tax नहीं pay करें, then the rich farmers would pay the regular tax. At the end, the collector passed an order for the same in 1918 and the movement was successful. The Kheda Satyagraha did not yield much result, but it became important because of the principles on the basis of which it was fought. So, though it was not completely successful as the rich farmers had to pay the tax even though there was no agricultural production, but it became very important because of the principles on the basis of which it was fought, the ideals which were used. The farmers became aware, fearless and courageous. So, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, because he joined that satyagraha, he made the farmers fearless and courageous like himself. The most important outcome was that the nation and Gandhiji got a devoted and committed leader like Vallabhbhai Patel. So, because of this satyagraha, the nation got a fearless and courageous leader like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. And from then on, he came to be called as Sardar. Sardar means the head of the group. Now here's a question. Discuss the similarities and dissimilarities between Champaran and Kheda Satyagraha. You have to write at least 4 points of both Champaran and Kheda Satyagraha. 2 must be the similarities and 2 must be the dissimilarities. Next is the Rowlatt Act or Rowlatt Satyagraha. It was started in the year 1919. England was victorious in the World War First. At the same time, Rowlatt Act was implemented by the Britishers to control the public unrest and control the anti-colonial activities. So, England was victorious in the First World War, and at the same time, Rowlatt Act was implemented by the Britishers so that the unrest which was going on in the public could be controlled. The Rowlatt Act authorized the government to exercise stricter control on the press. Because of this Rowlatt Act, or according to the Rowlatt Act, the government could exercise or could implement strict control. जो पहले से ही strict थे उसको और भी stricter control करने का press पे, so that the newspapers cannot release news to the people. Arrest without warrant. Without any warrant, the people could be arrested, and indefinite detention in jail without trial. Indefinitely, that means without a fixed period of time, लोगों को वो लोग जेल में बंद कर सकते थे. These were the rules of Rowlatt Act. The accused were denied the right to know the accusers and the evidence used in the trial against them. So, जिनको भी वो लोग पकड़ेंगे, उनको ये भी जानने का हक नहीं है कि उनको क्यों पकड़ा गया और उनके खिलाफ एविडेंस क्या है. This act was a complete violation of fundamental rights. It was a complete violation, पूरा का पूरा fundamental rights, लोगों की freedom, freedom of speech, expression, सबका ये रॉबलेट एक्ट की वजह से नलिफाई हो रहा था. So that is why Gandhiji protested against this act and called it a black act. That means जबरदस्ती ऐसा डिक्टेटरशिप करके इंडिया पे, इंडियन लोगों पे ब्रिटिशर्स वांटेड टू टाइटन देयर क्लचेस ओवर द इंडियंस. जो अभी तक ब्रिटिशर्स को लग रहा था कि बहुत ज्यादा रिवॉल्यूशनरीज हो गए हैं, ब्रिटिशर्स के खिलाफ बहुत सारे मूवमेंट्स हो गए हैं, तो उन सब पे काबू पाने के लिए ब्रिटिशर्स इंट्रोड्यूस दिस रॉवलेट एक्ट. The Rowlatt Satyagraha was the first struggle of the entire nation against the British. As Gandhiji protested it and called it against it and called it Black Act, he tried to collect or join whole of the nation, and it was the first act or first satyagraha, first struggle of the entire nation together against the Britisher. But it was limited to the big cities only. Rallies, processions were organized and strikes were called out to protest against this act throughout the country. The Britishers resorted to suppression to curb this movement. So they adopted different suppression movements so that they could continue with this movement. जबरदस्ती लोगों को जेल में डाल दे रहे थे without any warrants for an indefinite period. उनके खिलाफ कोई सबूत हो या नहीं हो, उन्होंने क्या उनका गुनाह है जिसकी वजह से उनको पकड़ा जाता है, वो भी उनको नहीं बताते थे. So Britishers resorted to different inhuman acts to so that the Rowlatt Satyagraha Rowlatt Act would be successful. Next is the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, which took place in the year 1919. A really horrible and a very cruel act of the British government. As a part of the protest against the Rowlatt Act, the people of Punjab announced a strike on 30th March and 6th April 1919. The condition of Amritsar was almost out of control, and looking at this, martial law was declared in Amritsar. What is martial law? That means the police can arrest anybody and they can shoot anybody whom they find are a threat. A meeting was organized on 13th April on the day of Baisakhi in the Jallianwala Bagh to pay a tribute to the martyrs and also to protest against the arrest of Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kichlu. So these people in Amritsar, though the situation was out of control and martial law was declared in Amritsar, so the Britishers जिसको भी जो थ्रेट था उनके लिए, जो उनको लगता था कि ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट के लिए खतरा है, उनको सीधा वो गोली मार देते थे. दैट्स कॉल्ड मार्शल लॉ. अ meeting was organized on 13th of April in the Jallianwala Bagh, which is in Amritsar. Why was this meeting organized? So that they can pay a tribute to the martyrs जो वहां पे शहीद हुए थे अमृतसर में, and against the arrest of Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kichlu जो मे भी उनके लीडर्स थे. तो इनके प्रोटेस्ट में उन लोगों ने एक मीटिंग रखी थी जलियांवाला बाग में. Approximately 10,000 people had gathered in this meeting. General Dyer blocked the only exit of the Bagh and ordered firing at the unarmed people who had gathered there. So at that time, वहाँ पे military head था Major General Dyer. He blocked the only exit of the Bagh. वो जो जलियांवाला बाग है, you can see the picture on the next page. Okay, it has got a very narrow entry and exit. एक ही रास्ते से, it's a very narrow passage. Okay, it was blocked by the Britishers. Right? और वहाँ पे कितने लोग थे? Around 10,000 people in all. He had blocked the exit of the Bagh and ordered firing at the unarmed people gathered there. वहाँ पे जो लोग इकट्ठे हुए थे, they were unarmed, क्योंकि वो तो बैसाखी के दिन आए थे, which is a festival, a very big festival for the पंजाबीज। तो वहां पे उन निहत्थे लोगों पे फायरिंग चालू कर दी। द फायरिंग स्टार्टेड विदाउट एनी प्रायर नोटिस और वार्निंग। बिना उनको वार्निंग दिए, बिना उनको कोई नोटिस दिए, सीधा ब्रिटिशर्स के सोल्जर्स ने फायरिंग स्टार्ट कर दी। और एज आई टोल्ड यू, बाहर आने जाने का एक ही रास्ता था एंड इट्स अ वेरी नैरो, बहुत पतला रास्ता था। तो उसको भी उन लोगों ने ब्लॉक कर दिया था और वहीं से वो लोग एंटर हुए थे एंड फायरिंग स्टार्ट कर दी थी। और जो बाग के जो सराउंडिंग जो वॉल्स हैं, देयर वर वेरी हाई वॉल्स अराउंड इट, सो पीपल कुड नॉट एस्केप द कांस्टेंट फायरिंग। जो फायरिंग चल रही थी उसको उनसे बचने के लिए उनके पास कोई रास्ता नहीं था। आने जाने का जो रास्ता था वहां पे ब्रिटिशर्स के सोल्जर्स खड़े थे, वॉल्स बहुत ज्यादा हाई थे तो वो लोग वहां से भी एस्केप नहीं कर सकते थे, बच नहीं सकते थे। फायरिंग स्टॉप्ड ओनली व्हेन द सोल्जर्स रैन आउट ऑफ एम्यूनेशंस। तो जब एम्यूनेशंस खत्म हो गई, उनकी गोलियां खत्म हो गई ब्रिटिशर्स की, ओनली देन वो फायरिंग स्टॉप हुई। As per the official records, 379 people died and 1200 were injured in the reality. But in reality, the casualties were much more than mentioned in the official reports. तो 10,000 people में से जो officially reports दी गई थी वो थी 379, but in reality, more people had died. Gandhiji completely lost his faith in the British sense of justice and fairness. So, after that, Gandhiji lost his faith in the justice and fairness of the British government. See here, we can see the picture of Jallianwala Bagh and how people were trying to escape. Just look at the size or the height of the wall. कितनी ऊंची wall है. People standing there, उनसे तो कम से कम 3 गुना ऊंची wall है. It was not possible for them to escape from that wall. And here people pointing, जहाँ पे point कर रहे हैं, we can see the finger of people. इतनी सारी गोलियां उन लोगों ने चलाई थी. Understood? See here, we can see the pointers they are using. Everyone is pointing. This must be the picture taken after the massacre. See, everyone, we can see they are pointing towards some or the other thing. Everybody is pointing. Okay. So you can understand that so many bullets obviously must have been hit. And they the chapter itself says they stopped only when they were out of bullets. जब उनकी सारी bullets खत्म हो गई तभी ही उन लोगों ने stop किया. And see here, people are pointing at the places where the bullets were fired and the marks were left behind by the bullets. Even when you go today to visit Amritsar, this is the place you should go and see. There are still the bullet marks on the walls. They have not, even after the maintenance, they have left those marks so that people can see the cruelty, the inhuman behavior of the British. And it is said that General Dyer gave the statement after this massacre when he was questioned that why did he do so. He said that I wish I had more bullets so that I could have fired more rounds. Just think about that, cruel person. It is also said that after the rounds of firing, when these, innumerable people, when they were injured, General Dyer, he imposed a curfew in Amritsar. You understand the meaning of curfew, right? कि कोई भी अपने घर से बाहर नहीं निकल सकता. अगर निकलेगा तो पुलिस उसको पकड़ लेगी and that they had already imposed martial law. हो सकता है वो गोली भी मार दे पुलिस वाले. So General Dyer, he imposed a curfew. उसकी वजह से क्या हुआ? The people, those who were lying injured in Jallianwala Bagh. There were kids also, there were senior citizens also. Apart from young people, senior citizens and kids, वो लोग वहां पे क्यों आए होंगे? वो थोड़ी ना किसी के कोई साजिश में शामिल होने आए होंगे. बट जनरल डायर ही वॉज सच अ क्रूअल पर्सन कि वो जो भी लोग इंजर्ड हुए थे उनकी हेल्प करने भी कोई दूसरी जगह से वहां पे जलियांवाला बाग नहीं आ सके एंड मोर नंबर ऑफ पीपल कुड डाई. इसीलिए जनरल डायर ने कर्फ्यू इम्पोज कर दिया. सो पीपल कुड नॉट मूव आउट ऑफ देयर हाउसेस टू हेल्प दीज people, injured people. This is a picture of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. He was awarded knighthood award by the Britishers because of his contribution for the poetries, stories, etc. The award given by the King or the Queen of England to a person for outstanding success or public work or talent. Rabindranath Tagore, the poet, he renounced the knighthood as a protest against the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So, because the British government had taken such a cruel steps against the Britishers, he renounced. That means he returned that award which was bestowed on him by the British government. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay home, stay safe.